Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I make homemade butter using double cream or heavy cream as it's called. So I'm putting the heavy cream into my mixer and I'm going to be blending it, mixing it till it's thick and separated. So I am using 3 packets of double cream for this recipe. I'm using 2 extra thick double cream and 1 normal double cream. So as you can see, it's going on and I'm going to be whisking it. So I am mixed that is on medium speed, so that's going to be going on for a while, mixing that for a while. So the first consistency you will get will be whipped cream, but we don't want whipped cream. We want it to be thicker and separated. So that is not what we want. That's not the consistency we want. So I'm going to keep whipping it again. As you can see, I'm whipping it again till we get the consistency we want. This takes a lot of patience. So now, as you can see, it's now on high speed. So it's going to be going on high speed for quite a while. So the whole process takes a minimum of 9 minutes. So guys, you just have to be patient. Patience is the name of the game. So I'm going to be whipping that till it gets to the consistency we want. So as you can see, it's gradually getting thicker. You see it's becoming whipped cream. So that is, we are nearly there, but we're not yet there yet. So this is whipped cream, but we don't want whipped cream. So we're just going to be patient and get to the next stage. So let's check on our cream and see what's happening. So as you can see, this is whipped cream, but this is not what we want. We want it to be thicker than this and come away from the bowl and be separated. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So after scraping the bowl in between mixes, I turned on the mixer again so it can get thicker and thicker till it starts to separate and turn yellow. So our butter is coming. It just takes long. This is a labor of love, as it's called. So patience is the name of the game. So it's mixing. It's gonna mix for a long time. So for this process, I think it's advisable to use a hand mixer or your stand mixer like I'm using. But if you're gonna do it by hand, it's not that it's not possible, but it would take so long. So let's see what happens in a couple of minutes. So guys, as you can see, the consistency has changed, the cream has separated, and we are very close to having our butter. So as you can see, it looks totally different than when I put it in. First it became whipped cream and now it's separated. It's more like a cheesy kind of texture and it's yellow in color. So that's exactly what we want. So I'm going to be giving it one final mix on high speed to get it much more separated than it is at the moment, and then our butter will be made. So I'm just going to let it go for a few minutes and I'll show you what it looks like at the end of this last mix. So as you can see, the texture is much thicker than it was before, and this is exactly what we want. When we put the cream in, it was white, but now it's turned yellow because it has separated and it's become much more thicker. So stay with me, guys, and I will show you the end result of this homemade butter. So this is what we are left with, guys. You can see how crumbly it looks. It looks yellow. It looks more like butter than cream now. So what I'm doing is scraping everything from the side of the bowl, and the process is almost done. I'm just going to be scraping around the bowl, and very soon I'll be adding the water. It has to be very cold water, because that's a very important process in the making of this homemade butter. It needs cold water. So I'm going to be getting cold water very soon to put into this almost made butter, homemade butter. So here I am adding very cold water, ice cold water, which is a very important ingredient in this recipe. So as you can see, the liquid that is collecting at the bottom is buttermilk, which you can use in your pancakes, cookies, cakes, or in your baking. So that's the real buttermilk. So I'm going to be collecting that and putting in a bowl and put in the fridge for my pancakes or my baking. So I have to do this till the water runs clear. In the bowl in front of you, I have a cheesecloth which I'm going to tie on the bowl, and then that's what I am going to use to strain the mixture from the mixing bowl to catch the this butter, well, almost butter. And then I'll be putting the cold water to rinse out the buttermilk till the water becomes clear. And then what will be left in the cheesecloth after it's been squeezed is the homemade butter. So there you have it, guys. I know it's a labor of love, but it's just so worth it, knowing that you can make your own butter. You can make your own butter for your cakes, cookies, or to fry your pancakes, or just for your own use. And it's homemade. You didn't go to the shop to buy it. So this is what I am going to use to capture the mixture. So as you can see, I'm pouring all the mixture from the bowl into this cheesecloth, which I am then going to squeeze and use to catch this butter, homemade butter. So as you can see, I'm taking off the cheesecloth from the bowl, making sure it doesn't go in, and then I'm going to hold the sides of it and just squeeze till I get all the liquid out, all the liquid. And then what will be left in the cheesecloth after all the liquid is gone will be the butter. But in between, I'll be putting cold water on the cheesecloth to make sure all the liquid is gone. And then I keep putting ice cold water to make sure. So this will help in the hardening process. So as you can see, I am pouring the buttermilk into the bowl, which is going to go into a container, and I'll put that in the fridge. As you can see, I'm adding more ice cold water on the cheesecloth and giving it a very good squeeze. It's a bit of a messy job, but it's so worth it in the end. As you can see, I'm squeezing all the liquid out of the butter. So what will be left in the cheesecloth will be the homemade butter. So I'm making sure that you keep squeezing, you keep adding the cold water till the water becomes clear and it's not white anymore. And as you can see, this is like the 5th time I have added the water, and as you can see, the water is clear. At least it's not milky like it was before, and our butter will soon be ready. So guys, I am giving it one last rinse with the ice cold water. I'm making sure, I dip the cheesecloth into the cold water. It has to be very ice cold. It cannot be room temperature. It has to be ice cold water. And now I've squeezed everything out of it, and that's the salt that I'm going to be using to flavor this butter. So watch guys, this next process is important. So there you have it. That's our butter, homemade butter. So I'm going to be putting it into that bowl, or you can use any bowl of your choice, any Tupperware, any bowl you have. And then if you wanted it unsalted, then feel free not to add salt, but I like my butter with just a little salt, not too much salt. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be adding salt to it to flavor it up. And that's it guys, our butter. Remember how it was when we first put it inside the mixer? It was white, but now look at it now. This is a different color. It's almost, it's the color of butter, which is yellow. So I'm gonna take a fork, because it's very hard to mix with a spatula, so I'm gonna use a fork or a spoon. Actually, I'm using a spoon to mix it, and then I'm gonna add just a bit of salt to it, and then give it a very good mix till it's well combined. And there you have it guys, our butter is ready. And I'm going to be having mine with a slice of bread and some jam, as you can see in the corner there. I'm so proud to eat this, something that I made myself. It's something you can make. All you need is just double cream, a bit of salt if you want it salted, and cold water, and that's it. And it was delicious guys, absolutely delicious. So guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.